Hi everyone, it's me. I just wanted to do a quick video because my kids are asleep and my husband isn't home, and it's been a tough couple of days. I started a new job, which is kind of going hit or miss. um, but I think I can adjust. Now I've done worse. Um, the weather has been absolutely awful. We've had typhoon after typhoon after typhoon, so it's been horrible. Um, but we're not going to go without water. So the only the only thing worse than the typhoons is the fact that the humidity in the air doesn't go down after it rains like it does normally. So yeah, so there's that, which sucks. Um, the kids are still on summer vacation, which ends on Wednesday. Yeah. Or last day is on Wednesday. They go back to school on Thursday, which also happens to be payday for me. Yes. Um, uh, so it's been like I said, it's been a rough um, few days. Um, uh, yeah. Um, when was that? Dale came home let me look through my journal. Um, on Thursday or Wednesday night, I guess. Um, he he got mad at me for not returning the DVDs that I had borrowed um, when he told like he told me to, and they weren't due back until Friday. So because they were for the kids, I kept them. He went off like he does sometimes. He yelled at me. His diatribes are usually in Japanese, so they sound worse. He essentially called me the Japanese equivalent of calling someone a fat pig. Told me I was wasting his hard-earned money, and I was talking to a friend on Facebook Messenger, and I want to preface this. If you're my friend on Facebook, and you mention anything that you see or hear in this video on my timeline or on your timeline, prepare to be unfriended. This is not for public consumption. This is just for me to get this out. I hate doing this, but I need to talk to someone, and there's no one here to talk to. Everyone's got their own things that they're dealing with, and I don't want to intrude on that. So if you are my friend on Facebook, feel free to message me through Messenger, or if you have my line ID, to do it that way. But on no circumstances do I want to see this on Facebook. If I see this on Facebook, I swear to God, I will unfriend you and erase your number from my contacts list, the whole lot of it. I am asking you respectfully not to involve, everyone in my life about this. This is something that's really hard for me to do. So, respect. Yeah? Okay. So, I was talking to a friend on through Messenger, and we were talking about rings, because I had shown him that I could still wear my class ring, which I can, which is fantastic. Haven't lost it. um, and so he said something about dainty rings. They should make engagement rings like that, because they don't typically, because they're heavy. But dainty, pretty rings. And so I wanted to show him what my engagement ring looked like, but I didn't have it upstairs. So when Neo got home and he saw what I was looking at, because my engagement ring came from Tiffany's, not a big diamond, it's a really simple, small thing. I wanted to show Daniel what my ring looked like. So he saw my phone and saw that I was looking at the Tiffany's website, and it's like, oh, you're thinking of buying other things. We don't have the money for this. And he grabbed the underside of my arm and twisted it, and left a pretty sizable bruise on the underside of my arm, which you've probably seen a couple of times already. It hurts still when it's touched. I noticed a few days later that there were also scratch marks from his fingernails, and which is never, and as that heals, it kind of itches, and so I scratch it. It's like, don't do that, because it hurts. I showed Joe the bruise on my arm on Thursday, and he apologized. He said he didn't want to hurt me, and said that I didn't deserve it. And it was actually, I apologized to him, saying, I'm sorry, you're right, you work so hard, I shouldn't be wasting your money, this is, you're well within your rights to be upset. And I sort of ended it with, but at least the reminder you left me is a pretty purple, and sent him a picture of the bruise. And he sort of texted back through line, I'm so sorry. And, I was like, yeah, but I deserved it. And he's like, no, you didn't. But to be perfectly honest, this isn't the first time that this has happened. It's the first time he's left a noticeable mark. This is the fourth time. We've been together almost 17 years now, and this is the fourth time in that time period. We've been married for 15 years this year. This is the fourth time in all of the time that he's raised his hand to me. And I know that there's no excuse for even once. But I know he didn't, I told him, I know you don't mean to hurt me, you don't want to hurt me, but it's sort of getting harder to believe that, because of the emotional abuse that often comes with it. The sniping about everything, before that, and he was driving me crazy for the last week, sniping about everything. I did sort of push him, and was trying to explain, because he grabbed my phone and tried to twist it to break it. It's like, that's not gonna work. It's not an old-fashioned cell phone. It's not gonna work if it's not gonna break if you twist it. But as a precaution, I still have the picture. As a precaution, I am going to print it out. I'm going to print it out, and I'm going to put it in a notebook and write down what happened, so that I have proof if I should ever need it, of physical abuse. I'm going to, when he starts into his diatribe, start recording them, sending them to my email account, so that I also have proof of that. Yeah, I can already hear what people are going to be saying in my head. You should leave. How dare he? Why are you staying? This stuff doesn't get any better. It doesn't stop. It just gets worse. And what about your kids? What do other people say? First off, I was at work yesterday. No one noticed, or if they noticed, no one said anything. And the bruise is that color. I wasn't wearing a black shirt. I was wearing a blue and white striped one, because I don't wear these to work. Nobody said anything if they noticed. And so there's that. Lily didn't even notice for the first day. And she notices everything. I changed my glasses. She notices. So there's that. Why do I put up with it? I have 2 kids. And some people are like, well, that's a reason to leave. It is a reason to leave, but it's not easy for me to leave the country. To start off with, plane tickets are really expensive, and also I would not get to keep my children. It is as simple as that. I need his permission to leave the country with them. Now, some of you may say, well, that sucks and that can't be true. It is. So, yeah. But, I'm really struggling I just want to be happy with life here. I really, really want to make my marriage, I want to be happy. And I know that happiness has to come from within me. I have to find that for myself. No one else can make me happy. But it would be nice to have a partner that's sort of supportive in that finding out who I am kind of thing. I have, for the past 2-3 weeks, really, really wanted to relapse, which is Nikki for, I can't really see this, self-harm, right? I cut myself. So when I say I relapsed, because for me, it's kind of like what a drug addict gets out of using. But it's not going to help me get healthier. It's not going to help me be a stronger person. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. But I don't think they were talking about this when they said that. So because it doesn't really help, I have constantly been pushing back, making little excuses in my head. You don't have the right bandages to cover a wound like that. Band-Aid isn't going to help. Could you even find your razors? Do you know where those are? So I've been making little excuses in my head to try and push that away and out. I've been writing on my, in my journal. I've been really sort of struggling with whether or not to do this because I don't really trust anyone here. There is a mom who's going through some things who would understand, but she is literally psychotic. She's been diagnosed with an anxiety disorder and has auditory hallucinations. So she's literally psychotic and needs to be on meds if she isn't already. I don't trust any of the mothers in Ty's class. I don't know the moms in Lily's class well enough. I don't trust hardly anyone, really, because trust I wrote in my journal, this is a direct quote: trust leaves you open. Being open makes you vulnerable. If you're vulnerable, people can hurt you. And if I'm going to be hurt, I would rather that pain be self-inflicted. That way I don't have to be afraid of the people around me. Yeah, I did post this on my Tumblr page. As sort of a way of getting it out without having everybody I know see this like they would on Facebook. Um, I really don't like doing this. I'm not even sure if I'm going to actually post this or not. Yeah, so I might as well post it. I've done the video. But like I said, if you're my friend on Facebook and you have questions, if you wonder how I am, I'm fine. If if you have questions, if you have things like that, if you have comments to make them directly to me through either Facebook Messenger or through some other way of doing it. Do not post anything about this on Facebook, because my husband and I have mutual friends on Facebook. My husband is a friend of mine on Facebook, and I don't want to worry everyone back home. So message me, but do not put this on Facebook, or I will call you a crazy liar and unfriend you and block you and recommend that my friend, any of our mutual friends, not listen to you because you're fucking crazy. Okay? So that's that. I love you guys, and I'll see you soon, and I will post again soon to let you guys know how I'm doing. Yeah, so love you guys. Talk to you soon. Be safe, and take care of yourselves. Bye.